Participatory evaluation responds to the challenge of creating spaces for real participation, enable multiple actors to be true protagonists in the evaluation agenda. Therefore, as well as gaining a deep understanding of participatory evaluation and the methodological steps it involves, it is also necessary to identify and to use tools that are appropriate for the social and cultural context in which the evaluation is carried out. Participatory tools are those instruments that make each step of the evaluation process viable, guaranteeing the highest levels of involvement possible for those involved. They are increasingly valued in the field of evaluation as they are employed in order to share individual knowledge about the intervention in question, enrich the process, and strengthen collective understanding of it. Develop opportunities for participants to reflect on shared points of view. Enable everyone to talk about their own experiences, thereby broadening collective experience. And enable everyone to take part in the construction of recommendations or to propose solutions to the problems that have been identified. Participatory tools help people share their different perspectives on the topics of interest that emerge from the intervention and opinions on its processes, results, and impacts. Using these tools also allows people to take ownership of the methods and tools and of the logic behind the process, permitting them to share their experiences in their own groups and communities. It is important to recognize that these tools are a means and not an end. They play a fundamental role in ensuring that the evaluation process is in-depth and rigorous. Regardless of whether they are used to facilitate processes to provide information, consultation, or decision-making, all are at the service of evaluation. While these tools and games are not in and of themselves the heart and soul of participatory evaluation, we do consider them to be a key and highly significant part of the participatory process because they enable us to do things together. Using participatory tools should help us develop a sense of ourselves, teaching us to think actively and critically, and stimulate collaboration, responsibility, autonomy, and creativity. It also allows us to overcome fears, inhibitions, and tensions, and create an atmosphere in which we are able to express ourselves and construct things together. Therefore, the tools we use should be capable of creating conditions that encourage communication, the expression of feelings, experiences, knowledge, ideas, and expectations, and also to learn about different topics and situations in an horizontal manner. There is a wide range of participatory tools. One way of classifying them is according to the predominant modality or the principal sense involved. For example, 1. Audiovisual tools. 2. Graphic and textual tools. 3. Narrative tools. And 4. Group and experiential tools. Another possibility is to order them according to their principal purpose in any given situation, such as 1. Tools for presentation and motivation. 2. Tools for data collection. 3. Tools for analysis, reflection, and exploration. And 4. Tools for communicating and sharing results. There is a set of practical considerations that should be taken into account when choosing and using a tool. These considerations also help us pay special attention to the challenges associated with the application of this kind of tool. Define the specific topic and objective that the tool will be used for. Determine which social actors will participate in the activity. Get to know the tools that are available and determine their potential and their limitations. Adapt and recreate tools to match reality. Test the tool. Assess how well prepared we are to handle situations. Facilitate the process, introduction, development, and outcome. It's important to emphasize that the tools themselves are neither good nor bad. It all depends on the specific topic we wish to address, our objective, the context, and the characteristics of the participants. We believe that choosing, replicating, and adapting participatory tools brings with it a great responsibility. As with any tool, it is important to understand what it can be used for and how and when. The most important thing is that facilitators should have an open-minded and receptive attitude. Going beyond the question of tools, it is essential to keep in mind the profound importance of the participatory nature of evaluations, which should be based on equal relationships and the facilitation of spaces for dialogue and knowledge exchange. Just as important as the tools, if not more so, is the existence of a participatory vocation, expressed in a tolerance of mistakes, a willingness to repeat explanations, and an availability to review agreements and redesign work plans. In this sense, it is important to recognize that our role as facilitators is to motivate without pressurizing, reflect with the group without imposing conclusions, suggest ideas without forcing our own conclusions on anyone, and ask questions without suggesting answers. When adopting and using participatory tools, we must be willing to ease interpersonal tensions, offer additional information, engage in dialogue with all parties, encourage the participation of the less experienced, create spaces for dialogue, and promote consensus building.